What's up, hungry people? Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to talk about how green juice got me to stop going to the hospital on a weekly basis. Okay, if we rewind to 2018, I'm 6 foot tall. I was only 113 pounds. To give you an idea, I'm 150 pounds right now, and I'm still skinny. Like, imagine me 40 pounds lighter. Okay, I had decided that I was going to push through and work my way into a healthier state and not give up by eating a fruit-based diet, right? And I was going to eat as much as I could, and I wasn't trying to restrict myself, but I had worked myself into such a corner because I was not absorbing the nutrients and the calories like I should have been, right? I was constipated. I was having panic attacks. I had anxiety, and I just felt awful. And my life started to fall apart more and more. Okay, I had no savings because I was investing in all these organic fruits, right? And at the same time, I didn't have the energy, the energy and capacity to work harder to earn more money. So I was in a tight spot. Keep in mind, this is around the time where my girlfriend had left me, that I had to give up my apartment. I started sleeping on my mom's couch because I was just falling apart. I was suffering, and I was so afraid, and I did not know what to do because I was going to these doctors and asking for help, and no one was able to have an idea or understand what I should be doing. They didn't know how to help. And I felt very alone, but I also felt like I need to figure this out. I have to. And I was at an all-time low in my life, rock bottom. I started watching someone named Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator, on YouTube. And I decided I had to have a consult with this guy because he had maintained good muscle mass, good body weight. And I thought that he looked really good. This guy's in Hawaii. He's living, in the way that seems pretty ideal, right? On fresh foods. But he doesn't seem to be afraid of these other types of raw foods. And I still had an ideal I wanted to live by, which was living on living foods. So I made the effort to get a consult with Dan. And he's like, listen, bro, you live in fucking New Jersey, right next to Philadelphia. You're breathing in pollution all day, chemtrails every day, toxins. You're in hella traffic. You're stressed out. You cannot eat a fruit-based diet while living that way. I mean, you need some fat to coat your nerves and protect your brain from all this bullshit, right? You need some minerals and some sodium to get your body to a state of balance. When you're just taking in only potassium and sugar, you're going to become pretty frail if you're not supporting all these other areas of your life that need it. It'd be one thing if I'm in the tropics, chilling out, getting sun, doing those things, but we're talking about something completely different here. Now, there's a number of issues I came to Dan with at that time, and one day I'm going to make a video or have Dan on, and we're going to really dive into them all, or I would like to. That being said, what we're going to focus on is his recommendation that I needed to start drinking more green juice. Okay, he recommended that I go and start drinking up to a gallon of green juice a day, preferably cucumber juice, because I was in a state where I was just so dehydrated, right? And what could be more hydrating than cucumber? It's low sugar, so it's going to be easy on my system, etc. The only thing was, I was just so ripped apart. I was so anxious and I was so weak, and my electrolytes were so off that the idea of going to the store, washing the produce, cutting it, making the juice, and affording it on this small budget that I had, it just seemed impossible. And I didn't know what to do because at this time, even though I believed in natural healing, I was so sick that I was going to the doctors and to the hospital all the time. I was trying to get an appointment with my doctor, but there was like a 3-month wait list. And I'm like, I couldn't get through another day. It was so awful. If you know true suffering, you don't want to go another 30 minutes, let alone 30 days. So I was going to the hospital 3 or 4 times a week, and I didn't know what else to do. I went because I felt that bad. Like, I felt like I was going to die. My blood sugar was dropping. I would have low potassium despite eating like 20 bananas, which seems insane. But you got to remember, my endocrine system was thrashed. All right. The love of my life left me. I'm not getting any sleep. I'm eating and I look horrible, losing all my hair. My teeth are so sensitive. I haven't had sex drive in 8 months. Like I was a 25-year-old male that was super fit and healthy his whole life. And to have that kind of crash, you're just doing whatever you can to get off the ledge. Like I felt like I'm hanging on by my fingertips, and I just need something to support me. I need something to lean on and to just be able to take a breath and be like, okay, now I can gather my thoughts because my brain isn't swelling from all of this inflammation. And that's the sad reality of people who are suffering. You think people that are suffering don't want help? You have all these people who say, it's because the first decision is to ask for help. And it's like, no, because you could ask for help all day and people don't know what the fuck to do. Do you agree? Have you been in that position? Hey, I'll take help on how to make more money. I'll take help on how to get healthier and fitter and whatever. And it's like, you forget there's an array of fucking obstacles in the way of that. Now, if you can't admit that you have a problem, that's a different story. I understand that. Anyway, I just didn't see how I was going to be making this fresh juice. So one day I'm having, a blood sugar crash, and I'm like on my way to work and I have to stop at the store. And there happened to be a 7-Eleven, and I'm like, hey, I need something. I'll even eat a freaking candy bar or whatever. My blood sugar just feels so like I feel like I'm going to convulse, right? So I go in there, I'm looking around, and I find that they have some organic, cold pressed glass bottle green juice. And in it is kale, cucumber, apple, spinach, mint, celery, lemon, parsley. It's basically like a lemon ginger blast. And I'm like, cool. They're 2 for $5. Like I said, I was on a budget. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get 2. And I just feel different. I get to work and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I still feel like shit, but I'm like a little more stable. So I'm sipping on these and I'm drinking like 6 a day. And at this point, I'm still really scared about calories and stuff. So I'm like trying to drink a lot of them. But these were really stabling me out. And I had been to the hospital 4 times that week, crying, praying, begging for help. And these were the help that I had asked for. Now, did that fix everything? No. Did it take a long time for me to rebalance and adjust and get back to a state where my weight was normal? No, it took time. It took about 9 months of green juice and salad and pyridine protein and fats again, like olives and avocados. But these were the catalysts because I couldn't just eat a salad and drink water. The electrolytes were too off balance. These actually gave me a fighting chance to get stable enough to move out again, to get a new car, to work full time, to get another girlfriend, and just actually gave me the chance and to fight for my life. It gave me the stability to now have the effort, to put in the effort to better myself. Now, do I think that these are as healthy as a Green Star Pro made organic lemon ginger blast with pyridine enzymes and all this stuff? No, I don't. I live in reality. I think that stuff is the top tier A plus, super S plus thing that you can drink. But I do think that this is a C plus, B minus. I think it's an amazing option. If you're someone who's still drinking root beer or you're drinking lemonade and shit like that, this is going to give you a fighting chance in the evolution of your progressive health. Do I drink these anymore? I drank these for about 2 years with the addition of fresh juices and fresh foods and even cooked foods at periods of time. That being said, I don't drink these anymore for 2 reasons. I find them too sweet. I'm not someone who's crazy about sweets. After years of fruits, I could give a shit about sweets. I love the savory. I love the freshness. Cucumber juice is amazing. I'm like, what's better than fresh cucumber juice? I love salads. I love fats. I love minerals. I love salt. I'm not crazy about super sweet things. So I don't know if they started adding more sugar or not, but I don't really prefer the taste that much. They still taste good. It's just not my preference. And the other thing is I don't feel as good drinking them anymore, but that's because I'm used to such a high standard of food, right? So if you're someone who is doing your best and you're more interested in bettering yourself, but you don't You don't have a Green Star that you pay 800. You don't pay $800 for a friggin' Green Star, or maybe you don't have the understanding and the desire to do that anyway. This is an amazing place to start. This juice, even if it is a C plus or whatever, it saved my life and it gave me a chance, a second chance to take control of my daily reality. They still sell them. They're still there. They're one of the best sellers. And you could buy a case of 20 of these for $50. Like I said, it's organic, it's in glass, it's the best you could ask for out of these kind of convenience store places. So that's my little story about how 7-Eleven green juices got me out of the hospital and gave me a fighting chance. And I want to encourage you. I'm going to explain one more thing. The reason why it was so helpful is because there was actual minerals in this. You know, when you're having fruits, yes, there's minerals in fruits, but it's so low compared to vegetables. It's so low compared to cooked food and green juice and meats and all these things and salt. My body was begging for minerals and chlorophyll. Okay. So you might be getting all the calories you need, but you still have other needs. And however you need to do it, get in essential minerals because they're going to allow your cells to function at their absolute best. I don't know anyone who doesn't feel better drinking green juice that is open and honest with how they feel. Okay. Now, as far as recommendations go buy one or two, give it a try. Try to substitute it for something that's a little less than favorable. Watch your bowels improve, watch your inflammation go away, watch your kidneys. If you have lower back pain, watch that start to dissolve because the cleaner your digestive tract, the less your kidneys have to work to pick up the slack. Watch your sleep improve. As soon as I started drinking this, I slept through the night. Can you relate to that? Can you relate to having panic attacks at 4 or 5 in the morning and not knowing why or what's going on? And all you want is rest, but it's like so far away. It feels like it's so far out of your reach. Take care of your body in the ways that support sleep, like drinking green juice. And I promise you, you're going to have a better night's sleep. And if you have a better night's sleep, you're going to have a better life. Okay, I want you to remember to stay hydrated, stay mineralized, and stay hungry.